We're cruising along with these, aren't we? Today I've got some hunting knives. I'll bring you over to have a look. So, this and this are two Mueller knives. Mueller Scorpion. I've done these before for him and they're great. We've got a couple of pocket knives or folders, a mossy oak and a Elite Force Tanto style. So I'm not sure how we're going to do that. We'll see how we go. And then a big old Tramontina, what is that? Some sort of a long, thin boning sort of filleting knife. So this one's going to be interesting with a round. We'll go from there. So let's get cracking. We'll start off with the big Scorpion. Right, now it's a long knife, but it's okay to use the normal jig because this can handle any height, any length of knife. And it's quite fat, but I think we'll be all right. So we'll clamp her up. And I'm not sure on the angle, but he liked the last time I did them. So I'm going to use the marker method to follow the same angle that I had last time. Nice. So we'll lay it on. Now it needs to come up a lot more. A bit more. They have a different sound to them when they're on the bevel. A little bit more. That should be fine. Yep. All right. Might put the fan on because it's a little bit warm in here today. All right, straight into it. Okay, we've got a burr. Hey, someone's here. Barney Rubble. Hey, Baz. Razor's here. G'day. That's very different. Yep, very long. It came covered in goat's blood. So this gentleman works at the zoo here and goes out hunting for pests. So, where are you from, Barney? Don't think I've seen your name before, Barney. Unless you're visiting under a different name. Nice. I've got a brand new 320 plate, nice and sparkly. I think the last time I was pressing down a bit hard and wearing straight through, so I'm going to keep a light touch this time, see if that helps. It still wears the wheel down and lowers those grains, so it has the effect that we want it to. My wheel has got a little bit of a lean on this side, but I've been truing it lately a lot, so I don't want to lose too many millimeters. Every time I true the wheel, it costs me about $300 to $500 in lost revenue, calculated at 7 knives per millimeter, and I lose about 4 or 5 millimeters every time I true it off. So that's an expensive exercise. Okay, that's done. Oh, comments. Oh, that's you, Barney. Okay, rightio. Have you had any cases of a knife with very bad steel? Yes. Yep, and often the bad steel is from overheating. Somebody's tried to sharpen it before maybe and overheated it using sanding belts or something like that. They're the ones that I normally have trouble with. So have a look at this one. Nice. Ah, have to remove this water tray. I was doing a serrated knife this afternoon. You may have seen the video. I can't run a full-size wheel when I'm honing because it interferes. This way the knives can clear the top of the wheel. And we're good. Now the last time I did this knife, I wasn't using kangaroo tail strops, so this time it should be even sharper. Perfect. Let's see how we went. Nice. Telephone. Perfect. All right, one done. Ten people on board. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Oh, lots of comments. I'll be with you in a minute. Clean this with alcohol. Get a little yellow sticker. And slap her on the bum, that's done. Comments. Oh, lots of people. Yes, John, I like the lives. And looking at my stats, hundreds of people were viewing them last night, so that's a good thing. G'day, Wano. PK might post a video. What happened to the bird buster? It's still here. Where is it? Here it is. Bird buster. It's a little bit primitive, but it served a good purpose. We'll put it here so you can see it. Now, next, I think I'm going to do this long thing here. Now, it's a little bit flexible, so I might grab the long knife jig, even though it's not strictly essential. And I'll clamp it roughly like that. Needs to come up a bit. Nice. Well, there seems to be a bevel on there, so I'm going to copy that. Yeah, boning knives can be interesting. 430 big stand there in the mail. Nice. You'll get, John, do you have a Google My Business listing, GMB? Get one of those, mate. That's where people are going to find you. 90% of my work comes from that. Google Maps. And my tip is to name your business Suburb Knife Sharpening City. In case somebody just searches for knife sharpening in your city, the suburb helps them picture where you are and pre-sells them on the idea of coming to you. Lift it up a bit. That's it. That's a bit sharp. I'm just going to radius that corner a little bit. and soften that radius. Because the shoulders don't need to be rough. They need to be very smooth because there's a low point of contact, then it'll dig in. So keep them smooth. Nice. Oh, speaking of rough, get this down to 80 grit. And you just ride that radius to come on the reverse curve. Beautiful. Magnificent. And we've got a burr, a little bit weak, so I'm going to develop that. Comments? Okay, that's not a bad little name to have in your business card, Knife and Easy. But for search results, you need 3 words or 4. You need the suburb that you're in, the business, and the city. I've got this tip from professionals a long time ago. The suburb name, it's presupposition. They suppose they can, it's pre-selling. They can picture themselves coming to your suburb. Oh, that's not too far. Whereas if you just say your knife sharpening your city, then they think, well, where is it? Is it up there? Is it down there? Is it miles away? Is it on the out fringes in the city? Car parking? So you just tell them the suburb, knife sharpening, and that's how your listing should be in Google Maps. Trust me on this. You'll get business. I've had people feedback say, well, I knew that you were only just around the corner because I saw the suburb. Other people say that I found you because I just typed in knife sharpening Adelaide, my city. And so they don't type in your suburb, but when they see your suburb, it helps them make the decision to come, and in their mind, they're already here. Really helps. Okay, you can still be mobile. Just mention that you're mobile. The thing is, you need to get them calling you. And so, yeah, I am at, this suburb, but I'm also mobile. I'll come to you. Mobile knife sharpening is a headache. It is a headache. Go stationary. I will never be mobile. too much like a job. And remember, everyone's entitled to my opinion. Okay, we've got a burr. The bevels are even. Time to smooth it out. Yes, the US 430 was one of the best accessories I bought. I should have bought it much earlier. Much earlier. I can do almost any knife except swords, but you're not allowed to sharpen swords here. So I'm okay with that. Got a good burr. We're done. Comments? Good night, Razor. Doing a great job, of course, is very important, but, you know, getting them is really also important. Oh, engineering and automation. Excellent. Okay. Well, show me pictures. I want to see videos of your rig. Because ultimately, I do have, having said that, I wouldn't mind living in a motorhome or an RV, as they call them in America, and traveling around Australia with my dog. I don't know if he'll be around then. Just living free, off-grid, and sharpening as I go. Hopefully by then I'll be a YouTube multi-billionaire. I won't need it. Although I am making average about $45 a day at the moment. So how good is that? Helps with the rent. Thanks to all you guys for visiting. Oh, that's a knock on the door. Stand by, everyone. G'day. Not bad. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I brought some knives.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you call me?
She texts you, Kathleen.
Kathleen.
Yeah.
When did she text me?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Okay, come in.
I think.
Oh, these are the, well, I've done them once before, and I said, is this all the knives from the cafe?
Yeah.
Oh, good, excellent.
Yeah.
I'm live on YouTube at the moment.
Oh,
you can go and watch me if you want, sharpening. So no worries, I'll do these and then I'll text her when they're ready.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm not sure about today,
No, yeah,
but
we
tomorrow
can
for
tomorrow.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, no worries.
all right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All the best. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
More business. How good is that? From a cafe that I did once before. A bucket full of business. Got some globals and stuff in there. So that's good news. Pure live action around here. What else we got? Brian, how are you, mate? Are you talking about the KS123? I think it's a waste of time and money. It's unnecessary. For me, anyway. It looks like maybe they solved a problem that didn't exist. I like the old, this one here. Just going to run this a little bit more. Feels a little bit rough on the nail. Do you use it? Sorry, I forgot your name. Brian, yeah. Do you use it? Hey, Ron Juice is on board. Do you have multiple wheels? If you've got multiple wheels, then sure, maybe I can see a use for it. But I only use one wheel, so for me it's like, why would I spend 5 minutes setting something up that I can do in 3 seconds? I also don't like their new knife jig. So, as much as I love everything else they do, some of the stuff isn't for me. And I understand they have to stay relevant and release new products as often as they can. But for me, it was a no thank you about 15 minutes into the video. Nice. 15 people, but only 3 thumbs up. What's all that about? Don't forget to like the stream, because YouTube at the moment is loving live streams. That's kind of why I sort of started kicking them off, because they go for a long time and they love keeping people on the platform. So they're going to promote me quite widely. So my live stream is going to come up on a lot of people's feeds. Oh, Brian, go on. I just purchased the T8, so I'm currently learning. Okay, cool. Oh, you reckon the thumbs up are a bit skew if? Good. Look, CBNs are okay. I bought a CBN and it started peeling within about, on the first day. So I wasn't very happy about that. But that could be just my bad luck. That's sharp. Oh, that's better. Okay, done. Do we need chili cam? Chili, g'day mate. How are you? All right? Ear flap. Hey, gotta have chili cam. All right. So that's that done. Chili, Alex. John, I paid 150 Canadian rupees on a nut and threaded rod, normal rod welded together. It's outrageous. I know, man. They're so expensive. So expensive. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I paid for it, you know. Suppose it has to be perfectly square, which is not something that everybody can do. This thread may be a special thread, I don't know. But it glides up and down on this, so I don't know. It was a luxury, but I got it. Now a bit of yellow tape. Just put it out of your mind. You've got it now, that's the main thing. Now, next we're going to do this super curved, what's that, skinning knife? Now these can be a bit tricky because, let's see if I can come in a bit closer. You don't need to see my head. 9 thumbs up, that's the spirit. Good on you, fellas. So, these can be tricky because as you climb up the stone, the angle changes. All right, now, but as the angle changes, the knife also gets fatter. All right, gets fatter here. So the bevel kind of tends to stay the same shape, even though it's a wider angle. So, or a narrower angle. So that's okay. So what I tend to do is, I'll give you an extreme. I kind of tend to do it like that, where the sharpest point there is the lowest point. That's the point that I measure off. And this way it sort of balances out. This only comes up as high as here. This comes up as high as here. So something like that, which is a little bit crooked, should work well. That's not too bad. I've seen far worse than that. So what angle have we got there? What angle should a skinning knife be? Very, very sharp. I'll come and have a look in a minute what you suggest. Oh, needs to come down a bit. I'm doing this at 30 like a chef knife. Yep. Comments? Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. A T4, nice. Yeah, I miss the doctor a lot, man. I miss him a lot. And you can tell that I'm heavily influenced by him. please feel free to talk among yourselves. It's like a little forum we got going here. Adam, hey Baz, took your advice, practice and started. No way. How good is that? Knife sharpening. Look, I don't even have to leave my home. The only time I leave my home is to take him for a walk. So, you know, working from home is just such a blessing. Such a blessing. Sometimes I tell people I'll deliver their knives just so that I can go out for a drive. And pretend I'm like a normal society member. Lol at society for thinking I'm normal. All right, this is looking really good. And there's something, what's the word I'm looking for? Primal. There's something primal about sharpening. You know, it's actually the world's oldest profession. Sharpening. Think about it. Okay, that's done. Nice. What are you talking about? That may be true. About electricity, true. There's the set of stone. Yep. Oh, somebody's asking about my stones. Big Kev. Facebook ads. I've never been able to get them to work. I don't trust them. Yep, you need the foam pads. So if you're going to buy these, just grab them off eBay. Look for diamond sharpening plates and get the ones with the foam on the back. They seem to last longer. That's my tip. Okay, Bundy, I'll explain. Because it's a pretty neat trick. So, these are what I call a multi-grade wheel, right? They can be rough or smooth. I know it's very weird if you've been in industry for any length of time, metalworking and metalwork, that's impossible. You want a smooth wheel, you get a smooth wheel. But these have got what appear to be like grains, which can be lifted. And so the smoothness is the standard state. That's how it comes normal. But when you rough it up with an 80, it seems to lift up the grains, it raises the grains and makes it temporarily rough. And then it gradually smooths down with either use or by calming those grains down again with a higher grit plate. And the 80 grit plate takes it to its rough state standard. The 80 grit plate is similar to the back of the grading stone, right? So the 80 will get it to about 250. You times the number by 3. So the 80 gets it to about 240, 250. And the 320 will take it to its highest level, which you'll get from the smooth side of the stone. And 320 times 3 is 960. So that takes it. And I think I prefer this to the smooth. The smooth seems to be too smooth. This has a bit of bite to it, and I like it. It makes better cutting, I think. Very ingenious. I hope that helps you understand. Did that help you? The wheel, I'm getting roughly about 400 or 500 knives out of a wheel, but this process with the 80 grit reduces the life of the wheel a fair bit, but I still like it. There are others out there who say they get thousands of knives out of a wheel, which blows my mind. But, you know, I'm pretty happy with 500 knives. You do 500 times $15, it's about $5 or so. The wheels cost 420 bucks. I'm happy with that. At my current rate, I'm going through through wheels around about every 2 or 3 months. But the convenience of being able to multi-grade the wheel is just too enticing for me. I love it. Now, it may seem like I'm in a bit of a rush because this chap's going to come soon. He works at the zoo and he finishes at about 5 o'clock. So hopefully he won't mind waiting. I don't know how I'm going to do that Tanto. Might have to do it manually. There is a way I saw Dr. Vadim do it by placing it horizontally in the jig. But we'll see when we get to that. We'll leave that one till last. And if I struggle, then I'll just do it manually with a diamond file. Beautiful. I've been very busy. So, how sharp is this? Oh, pretty sharp. It's got potential. Oh. Getting there. And these are hunting knives, so that the angle. Actually, no, this angle was quite thin, we said, didn't we? We should absolutely be able to get this to slice through here. Come on, man. I'm going to say that's pretty close. What do you reckon? Pass, fail? I'm going to pass that. Not quite doing the cigarette paper thing, but close enough. I do like the quick change of this. I just like being able to adjust the grit on the same level and the same without having to change wheels. And the diamond wheels require special water, which is a hobby level criteria. There's no way a professional can do water changing and keeping it conditioned, and that's just ridiculous. But I don't know. I just like the miracle of this stone. I just think it's fantastic. It could be crazy. It could be wrong. But it is what it is. You should have seen these things were covered in goat blood. Bundy, covered in goat's blood. Yep, there's a bit there. There's a bit of goat's blood. Oh. Well, you know, maybe he's a conservationist. He wants to conserve the Australian fauna. I don't see a conflict there, but I appreciate the irony. Thanks, Oggy. Good to see you, mate. Pop in again next time. Appreciate your support. All right. Now, what angle have we got here? It's around about 35, so I'm happy with that. We've got burr. It's nice. Smooth it off. What are you barking at? Thunder. Oh, maybe someone's here. You reckon someone's here? Maybe. You're never wrong. Something's going on outside. Something's going on outside. Could be people walking past, you reckon? Could be. All right, comments. Hi, Bundy. The roo is, I need an export license from the government, an export permit to sell roos internationally. I've applied, we're waiting. It's going to be 40 business days, which is 2 months since I applied. I applied around late September. So we should know by sometime November, maybe even earlier. Depends where I am on the list. So stand by for that. I would like to become the world supplier for those. I think that'll be a good business. But they're not going to be too cheap. Sorry about that. I wish they could be, but they cost a lot to buy. Then there's a lot of work. Each international shipment is going to require a specific form, lodging of the form and maybe even a trip down to customs. So somebody's got to pay for that time and effort, but we'll see. Australians can order right now. Where are you located again, Bundy? With a name like Bundy, could be Queensland. In which case you can have one. You just ring me up. We do a FaceTime. We'll get you to choose one from on the table over there. And I'll mail it to you. Easy peasy. Perfect. I'm just plugging the power into my camera. That's sharp enough. Will it do the impossible? Yeah. When they get fat real quick, it's a bit hard to do that. Well, it is for me anyway. I mean, I know some of the other guys on the stones and that, they get these things so sharp. It puts me to shame. But with my current skill set, I'm more suited to kitchen knives than fat hunting knives. Good enough? Fantastic. All right, and the last knife for today. "11 people, 17 thumbs up. That's better. You guys are fantastic for supporting me. Now, so, Dr. Vadim that I could do that. I suppose I could. Why not? Why not? Queensland. Okay, well then, yeah, you can order one straight away. Here comes the rain. Should we do the Tanto first? Let's try this. Huh. That's working. That is totally working. Well, who would have thunk? Burr. Well, I am the Tanto King. Hardly. But that is working. So now we know. And just finish it off a bit. This is the thumbnail. All right. Well, I'm happy with that. So now we've got to change it back to normal. Oh, perfect. No way. That is amazing. Even got myself a little corner and everything. Okay, well the corners don't exactly match, but that doesn't matter too much, does it? They're not too bad. It's the first time I've ever done one of these successfully. What do you think? I suppose it's supposed to line up with that line there, which is, you know, ish. Are we happy with that? To the comments section. No comments. I'll make an executive decision and saying I'm happy with that. So over to the honing wheel, and we're finishing up the last knife of the session. Smooth. That's cool. There's a bit of a curve to this one. Let's see how this goes. I think it's asking a bit much. But with this, I'm happy with that. Yep. Very happy. All right. Well, that's it for this session. Thank you very much for joining in. Looks like everyone's left, but you're still here because you're watching it on the replay, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining me in my live session, third one for this channel. I think it's been a success. So I'll catch you on the next one. If you haven't liked this, please hit the like button. Tell YouTube that you like it, and I'll see you next time.